So a lot of the answers that my opposition had towards our claims of workability and disadvantages, it's kind of mostly all based on the idea that just because California residents decide to secede, that it counts as a secession. But actually, there was actually a case that were not too long ago where Texas tried to secede from the U.S. In the case Texas versus White, the U.S. laid down, basically said, quote, acts in furtherance or support of rebellion against the U.S. or intended to beat just rights of citizens must in general be regarded as invalid and void. And in essence, this just means that basically, even if we, most of California decided to try to secede from the U.S., just because a state claims to be not a part of the union doesn't necessarily mean that it'll just so happen to not be part of the union anymore. It has to have an actual legislative process. And another issue with this is that not all Californians are actually are actually agree to leave the United States as a state, as quoting Joel Aberbach, Director of Center for American Politics and Public Policy at UCLA. On the gonna happen scale, it's not. We'd have to win the ensuing civil war or have Congress kiss us goodbye. And essentially, he's basically saying that he's kind of the only way that we're basically going to be able to secede from the union is if we do start a civil war, or Congress willingly lets us go, which is not going to happen based off of the personal interest in Congress when it comes to electing, when it comes to having a party majority over another. Another issue with their reasoning is that like I said earlier, they kind of assume that most people in California are going to want to stay in California, but actually, California is, as quoting Patrick Gleason from Forbes magazine, California is becoming a state where only very rich and very poor can afford to live. California actually relies on the top 1% of earners to supply 50% of income tax collections. So what happens if these people are left with the decision if they want to be American citizens or California citizens in a state where they end up paying, they actually give 50% of income tax collections. They're not going to, that's when they actually have to decide whether they want to give up their blue passport or be a citizen of the new California. Thank you.